Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss. A yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Come on, here's Davis now. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 23. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Come on, from the shotgun, Boykin. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, some strong running. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Martin looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
On play action, Brissett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for... touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go!
Boykin on 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Double tight. Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Now it's Boykin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Tight end right. Let's go!
They'll run with Davis. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Come on, Ohio! Single.
Out of the gun, Boykin. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. Watch tight end. Tight right. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Davis trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Let's go. Red 38.
On 3rd down, Boykin. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Roger. Come
They start the drive with Martin, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Watch right, watch right.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Check, punch set. Check, punch set. Let's go. Red 38. I got 11. Red 38.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Come on, baby. Get on your feet. Here we go. What? 90. Check, check. What? Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
A first down throw for Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
That's it, baby.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A give left to Martin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Check. Let's go.
They give to Martin. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Brissett now on second down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Man left, man left. Come on. We got 4.
After the interception, here's Boykin. And down he goes. goes. A Buccaneer sack. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go.
From midfield now, Boykin. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go. Flex round.
Throwing here, Boykin on first. And his throw here's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Boykin. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down. That's Davis. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And this one is no good. He missed it. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen to Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defense?
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there, 81 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, it's Boykin. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Robert Ayers in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz.
Here we go. Flex round.
Brissett on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. The quick slant caught. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And Frank's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run it again with Martin. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Throwing. Brissett airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Ginn. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, we got tight right. Let's go. Red 38. Four down.
Here's Boykin off play action. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Again, it's Martin. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Come on, Ohio!
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got Evans. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
First down, Brissett. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. First throw now for the backup Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. We waiting? 4 down. Check.
And they give this time to the tailback. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go.
Play action. Breeze. Throw right side, caught by Davis. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Tight end left. Here we go. 4 down.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Cruz has it over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Victor Cruz, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one, where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Over the middle to Evans. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A toss play. This is Martin. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run again on first down. Martin. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
To throw is Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Breeze now on 1st down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Easy.
Tight end's right. Ready.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And a catch right side by Evans. And he gets it down to the 32. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go.
Brissett now. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40.
Woo! You got him. You got him. You got him.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch tight end.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald McCoy in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now a play fake. Breeze under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Ayers in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready. Like 5-5.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Ready.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Levante David in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Ready. 5-9. Hey, 2. Four down. Switch.
Back to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Ginn. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, they faked it and got nothing for their efforts on that one. So I've got to ask you, partner, I can't begin to imagine what they were thinking there. They kicked the field goal. They get to overtime.
Yeah.
Instead, it looks like a loss.
Tried to bite off more than they could chew. Don't know why you don't take the 3. And now they're in a bad spot. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Flex round!
And off comes to Martin. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Defense showing blitz. third down. It's Doug Martin. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Ginn. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long.